How would you like to automate 90% of your Skool community? We're going to break that down in today's video. We're going to introduce you guys to the Skoot CRM, which you see here on the right. There are a ton of features to cover. This is going to be literally a full course. So grab a coffee, sit down, get comfortable. We're going to show you guys how to send automatic new member DMs. You're not limited to one like you are natively on the Skool platform. You can send an entire sequence of welcome DMs to a new member, drip DMs, new member alerts, auto approve, new member tags. You can get notified when there's churn happening, send an auto DM to somebody that's churning, try to bring them back in with a discount or a bonus. We can talk about tiers and how to DM, get alerts when people change tiers so you actually know that somebody upgraded or downgraded. Normally you don't get a notification for that otherwise on Skool natively. Webhooks, so you can connect to Go High Level and Claude and a bunch of other cool things. We'll show you that. That's a new feature. Notification type, so you can receive an email update every single week. This is what's been going on in your community. There's follow-up DMs, so if somebody hasn't responded back to one of your DMs, you can bump them again easily. Keyword DMs, we'll talk about that. Bio DMs, bulk tag, keyword watch, welcome DM report. You can understand when the best time to post is. There are so many features for us to cover here today, guys. So we're going to run through all of these. All right, and so again, this is the Skoot CRM for Skool. It will automate almost 90% of your Skool community activity. It is wild, so that you can manage your community in just like 10 minutes per day. If you guys want a free trial at any point in time, link in the description. And if you sign up through my affiliate link, DM me on Skool. I will give you guys amazing bonus and access to our paid community for free. But let's break this down. Let's start with tagging new members. All right, and so this is really interesting. But here in Skoot on the right, this is the Google Chrome plugin. I'm going to click on the tag feature. So you get to create as many tags as you want for all different things, even reminder tags. All right, and so I can grab somebody's name and really quickly, let me turn on Skool Blur here. All right, just for member privacy. All right, so Skool Blur is on. But I can take an individual member and I can drag them into the reminder tag, and I can say wants to upgrade. Maybe this individual said they want to upgrade, so I want to follow up with them next week at 9 a.m. I'm going to push save, and this is going to give me a reminder notification to follow up with that individual because it sounds like they probably want to upgrade. All right, but you can sort people by leads and all these different things if you've offered them a call, if they want a discount, and you can filter by how they answer questions coming into your community. So that's really awesome that you have the tag feature here. It makes it really easy to go. This is how many members we have at premium, how many at VIP, how many at standard. I'm going to go to all the premium members and offer them a special deal to upgrade to VIP right now. So many cool features there, but that's the tagging members. Now let's talk about reminders. We did that right there. How about auto DM welcome sequences? All right, and so let's take a peek at this. What is auto DM welcome sequence? Well, I can come into automations here, and we can click on new member DMs. Now, normally Skool only allows you to send one auto DM per community. Skoot allows you to send a bunch. All right, and so now we're upgrading our welcome message, and the character limit has been extended to 1,000 characters. So you can write a much more detailed first message. All right, and then what we can say is, all right, send different messages by join answers. All right, so in other words, if somebody answers one of our membership questions while joining our community in a certain way, we can filter them and give them a unique welcome message. All right, and so that's really awesome. And I haven't even turned that on yet per se, but that's new member DMs. All right, so you can send a bunch of new member DMs based upon where they are currently at and otherwise at what tier they actually join at. Now let's talk about drip DMs. This is the sequence here. So in other words, somebody comes into the community, all right, and we're going to say on day 3, we want to send an auto follow-up DM. So they just joined 3 days ago. And so now we're saying, hey, how's it going inside the challenge? Are you launching a new community or an existing one? I'm going to share some bonus trainings with you. That comes in at day number 3, and I don't have to do anything. It's automatic, all right? And then what happens is I can go, all right, let's add a drip. All right, I'm going to add a drip for, let's see how they're doing at day 7. All right, because now their free trial is ending. And I can literally write a message here for day 7 and go, hey, guess what? Why don't you book a 20-minute call with us? Yada, yada. So you can continually add drip messages so that new members are getting all of these messages in sequence as they join without you doing anything. That's the drip DM feature. It's absolutely wild. All right, and you can use, there's so many different ways to do that. Now let's talk about mass tagging, guys. This is a big one, especially if you run workshops or you have a special offer or anything of the actual sorts. And we're going to take you inside the Skoot CRM community in a moment because they have so many amazing, valuable resources for you. But here's an example. We're doing a lot of things with Claude right now in terms of helping it, using Claude to manage your school community easily in just a few minutes per day. All right, but here's a brand new Claude training that we have. Now, let's just say that I want all of our members to see this Claude training, and people are really excited about this training. But I can come over here into the comment section. I'm going to go back to my tag feature on the right. All right, now we have all these people filtered by what level of membership they're at, if they're a lead, if they want a specific campaign based on their membership questions. There's all these different filters. But I'm going to go ahead over here and I'm going to say, you know what? We want to tag all of our standard level members. All right, and so there's a lot of them. There's 186. Now I'm going to hit the @ symbol. All right, and what it's going to do is it's going to tag 186 members right there for me. Do you know how much time this would take? And it would be impossible to do because you wouldn't remember everybody's name. It just tagged 186 members in the comment section, and I'm going to push comment here, and they will all get a notification to watch this training. And at the front of this, I can even go ahead and add something like, you have to see this Claude Skool training. It will save you a ton of time managing your school and creates content for you. All right, and I can tag 186 members all at once. Took me 10 seconds to show you guys how to do that. It's absolutely insane. Use that sparingly. You don't want to bother your members too much. Use it on your biggest things. You have a live workshop, you have a special offer, things of the sort. But that's the mass tagging feature, guys. And again, it's just an unfair advantage. Now, how about credit card declines? All right, now credit card declines normally happen because somebody's credit card expired. All right, and so if we come into automations here, and we can go into, all right, under automations here. So automations is a little lightning bolt symbol down here. But if I click on churn, this is really awesome. So we can send DM messages to people based on what they're doing in your community. As an example, if somebody is canceling, we can send them a private message and say, hey, no, don't go. Let's talk about a discount, or let's talk about giving you a month free, or let's hop on a call and I can help you with whatever issues you have. So that's if somebody is canceling, right? And they might still have 12 days left before their membership officially expires that month. But if somebody's canceling, you can send them a specific private message. You can include gifts. You can include a private voice note or photo. It's absolutely insane. And you can even designate it by if they're a trial member. So if you're running a free 7-day trial, you can go, hey, if they're going to cancel during the trial period, let's go ahead and send them this different private message. Now, if their credit card declined, right, this is a great private message to send if somebody's credit card declined, and that normally means it expired. All right, and so they probably aren't keeping track that there's so many softwares and things you have to update with your credit card. So it's private message, hey, first name, so it's going to input their first name. Just a quick heads up, it looks like your card declined. Let me know if you need help sorting it out. So it's just a nice friendly message, and they go, oh my gosh, I just got my new credit card in the mail, let me update it. And that saved us so much potential churn, is that particular message. Now, if somebody's actually left, right, you can actually go ahead and say, hey, you want a discount, you want to hop on a call, can you just answer this quick little survey? What went wrong? How can we make it better? And if I did make it better in that manner, would you come back in? There's so many different cool things you can do. You can even send a delay. You can get notifications. So I like getting notifications if somebody's canceling, because then I'm going to have the auto DMs go out, but I'm going to step in as well if somebody's canceling. I'm going to be like, hey, what's going on? Tell me. Have you made it to the calls? What questions do you have? Any of those things. If their card declined, I like getting that notification too. Those come to your emails, and then you can tag them as well. So if they're canceling, you can say, hey, I want them to be tagged as canceling. That way I could come into the tags thing here, and there would be an area or a tag category that would be canceling. And maybe every single day I come in and I check who's canceling per se, and then I go ahead and send them private messages or a bonus training or something to try to get them to actually stay. But that's a really rad feature, is that the credit card decline, because it's impossible for you to manage when you have a ton of members. All right, new member auto tagging. All right, this is really awesome as well. So one of the things that you can do when members come into a school is new member tag right here. All right, and so new member tag. You can tag after they are approved into your community if you are manually approving people. You can save their answers as a note. That's really nice because I can click on any member's profile and see what notes I have about them. But I can go ahead and tag them, and I can say if they're a new member, I'm putting them in this category of new members in the last 14 days. Why is that awesome? Well, if you do a welcome post, hey, let's welcome our newest members, you can go ahead and just tag You can do this once every 2 weeks, every 14 days, and you can just tag all your new members rather than having to go all the way up to the members tab up here and keep track of all your new members. You can do a new post and just go, hey, I want to tag all of our new members. And maybe you set this, it doesn't have to be last 14 days. I like doing last 14 days. Maybe you do, hey, if somebody joined in the last 7 days, and every single week on a Monday, you go, well, let's welcome our new members over the last week, and you can just tag all your new members. That's really awesome, is the new member tag feature. And again, it's just wild what you can do, guys. As you guys can see, I'm using a lot of the features, but not all of them. They keep coming out with new ones, including the Claude integration, which is insane. We'll show you guys that in a moment, as well as like Go high level integration if you want them in your CRM over there. It's really wild. All right. New member welcome sequence. I think we covered that already. Yeah, that would be drip DMs. All right, is new member welcome sequence. Member canceling auto DM. We looked at that. LTV changes. Let's take a peek there. All right, so down here at the bottom, right, are all the different things in Skool, and we'll be talking about scheduling posts in a moment. But if you click on this kind of what looks like a clock, it's going to give you analytics, right? So it shows our number of members. We have 199 paying members, monthly recurring revenue, your conversion rate, your retention rate. And then one of my favorite features is this, best time to post, and that's based on your community and your audience. And so for us, it's Friday at 10 a.m. And that otherwise at other days of the week, right now it's Friday as I record this, so it's showing me on Friday, but I can hover over and go Thursdays, it's at 11, otherwise 10, otherwise 1, so midday, except on Sundays and Saturday, it's late in the afternoon. And so I found that interesting. I used to always post first thing in the morning and I wake up early, and now I all of a sudden have been saving my posts midday because that's what the data shows. That's when the most amount of our members are active and online, and it's showing us our actual growth as well. It's showing us free trials recently, and our category rate, activity, all of the cool things are there for you. All right, so best time to post. Comments to auto DM. This is really wild and rad. So let's just say you have a workshop coming up. So workshop on Monday. All right, comment ready if you want the link to register for free. All right, so you're going to write more in your post than that. But again, if I were to say this, and everybody starts stacking all these comments down below saying, hey, I'm ready. I want the link to register. I'm ready. You get 50 comments there. You don't want to have to follow up with 50 people and give them the link to actually register. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of our posts in our community here as an example. All right. And so we'll do this one. What do your pricing plans look like? And so we went through what optimal pricing plans are, but there's a lot of comments on this one. All right. And so I'm going to come down to automations. And I'm going to go ahead and click on keyword DM. All right. And so maybe I asked them in this post, comment ready if you want a link to register for our workshop. So I would click add. All right. And then I'm going to grab the URL of this post. So make sure you open the post, but I'm going to grab the link or the URL here at the top for this particular post. And I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to click next. Now, when somebody comments a keyword on this post, right, that we're going to send them an auto DM. That keyword in this example is ready. All right, so when somebody says ready, because maybe they're ready to register for the workshop, now I get to send an auto DM to them. So, hey, name, here's the link to register for Monday's workshop on Claude and Skool. All right, and then I would give them a link. All right, I can add a GIF. All right, and if they've already been tagged, there's other advanced settings here, but I can go ahead and set that up and click save. And now when anybody comments ready because they want to attend the workshop, they're going to get an auto DM with the actual link. All right, so it does it all for you so that you wouldn't have to follow up with everybody and go, here's the actual link. That's a really powerful feature that can save you a ton of time. By the way, that's a great way to do posts in your community to boost engagement is say comment this keyword down below if you want access to this new cheat sheet, this new training, this new mini course, this workshop, or to our special deal. All right, community metric, we just went through that one. Claude and GHL integration. And so this is very new for Skoot, and the owner, Garrett, is phenomenal. I'm going to show you guys inside their community in a moment. But they do have integrations that you can use webhooks to send data of your new members and so forth, ready to go high level. Maybe you have an email sequence, a text message sequence you want to fire off over there, but you can use webhooks to do that. Otherwise, they just recently have an MCP, which literally means that if I come on over into, I guess I have to open up Claude. Otherwise, they now integrate directly with Claude via an MCP, all right? And so that's really wild because you can go to Claude and you can ask for data on what's going on inside of your actual community, all right? And so we can see here, I'm going to click on customizing Claude and connectors, and we do have Skoot CRM in there as well. And so this has been really rad, because if I come into chats, and I literally just set this up because they literally just came out with this, all right, but it tells you everything that Skoot CRM can do inside of your actual community in the CRM side. So you can ask it to go, hey, who are our most active members? Because maybe you want to offer them a chance to upgrade if they're active. Clearly they're loving your community, maybe they want to upgrade, but you can integrate right into Claude. So those are just a few of the features. I haven't gone through all of them, right? Because there's a lot of them. Keyword watch is another cool one right there. In other words, if somebody uses a specific keyword in your community, you are going to get a notification for that to monitor that particular content. And then you can do the DM canvas, where it's literally going to show you, all right, here's everything that's going on in your community in terms of DMs. All right, and so that you can keep track of what flows do I have. It's insane what they're doing here, guys. By the way, this is 100% endorsed by Sam Ovens and Alex Hermosi. They know about Garrett. They know about Skoot CRM. They 100% approve everything that they're doing. My guess is at some point in time, they're going to acquire Skoot, and I believe Garrett might even already have a partnership with them. So these are features. Garrett, the founder of Skoot CRM, he's an amazing developer. He's done a bunch of other amazing tools, and he is always active in this community. And it's amazing what people are doing inside of Skoot. So when you join the software, you get access to the Skoot CRM's Skool community. These are where all the Skool winners are. They're hanging out in this community because they're using the software, and they are literally sharing what's working for them in their community. It's absolutely insane what they're doing. And again, just connecting to Claude recently is a whole different thing. They have a new sales AI agent that's literally going to be conversational in DMs for you, which is wild. And then in their classroom area, they have amazing trainings and playbook. Use these direct messages. They're proven. And this is how you set up Claude and so forth here. But they literally walk you through, like, here's how to engage and retain. Here's how to onboard members. Use this sequence here. Here's how to bulk tag. They show you all the different features and everything. Here's how to integrate with Go High Level. It's absolutely amazing. If you guys want a free 7-day trial, use my affiliate link down below. If you do sign up to Skoot CRM, send me a private message, all right, on Skool, and I will get you guys into our 7-figure visionary mastermind for free. It is a paid community, so we'll give you access for free as long as you're active on Skoot. Let me know what questions you guys have here. New features are coming out consistently with Skoot CRM. I'm going to be consistently updating you guys with their new features as they come out and as I test them and tweak them and figure out what DMs and cool stuff work. So I hope this training was helpful, guys. And if you guys liked this one, you'll probably like this other one that I have right here.